If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $8 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
What's up, guys? The sponsor of this video is Red Pill Threads. Very easy sponsor to work with because I can't wait to wear the shirts myself. They're coming to the mail to me as I'm making this. Be sure to check out their stuff. Grassroots company, you're supporting small business, but check out their awesome designs they have for people of all views. Check out their Doe 36 shirt. I think a very creative thing, poking fun at Bill Clinton for being on the Epstein's client list. Check out many of their other designs, corn pop and all of that. Super cool stuff. I can't wait to wear them in the videos, and use the promo code POACHERS for 10% off your order. Get you a discount on it and get you some awesome shirts for you and the whole family. Very well made and made by someone who you can trust. So without further ado, get you a shirt and let's get into the video. What's up, guys? If you want to see the full chat logs for this video, it's going to be on locals in the pinned comment. Be sure you join up. That's how you can see 70 videos early and uncensored. His chat logs, bonus stuff, most live catches are streamed on there. Join locals in the pinned comment. It helps the team travel the most and catch the sickest. And warning, his chats are pretty extreme. You're even going to hear him say in the video that, you know, when I'm posing as the dad, that, oh, you made me say this. No, I just basically, I whisper in his ear. You'll see in the video. I already told her what you did, and if you see the chats, you'll see the full context of what I meant. So yeah, definitely a warning about this video. It gets pretty rough, I'd say. It gets pretty rough. So join up on locals in the pinned comment if you want to help us out and see this full thing uncensored and see the full chats. And without further ado, enjoy the video. This is rolling. You got the keys pressed? Gotcha. Alright, just keep them hitting. Alright, Hannah, just get them in off one game.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, good.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you guys. Show you. Hey, nice to meet you too, big guy.
Yeah.
Jeez. Bigger than you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's Eric. It's not Aaron, so.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you telling me on the phone.
Oh.
Well, that's Hannah,
Okay, hi.
and that's Ariel.
Okay, hi.
Just have to
Good.
this for now. Mind if I kick off my shoes?
Well, be comfortable. Whatever you want. Be comfortable.
Yeah. How's your drive over here?
Good.
Nice, man.
It was good. I took 30.
Okay.
Yeah, because I live by Canton almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
Ever visit the PA Pro Football Hall of Fame, or?
Yeah, right. Like I'm like 8 miles from there.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I've driven through Canton, but I've never.
You kick your shoes off.
Yeah.
Not come over here.
Ooh. Well,
And sit this way so we're all.
yeah. No problem. No problem. Oh man. So.
Yeah.
So this is and as you know, I was just telling you about him, and his name is Eric, but
Yeah.
who's keeping score, right?
I was getting called Aaron, and I'm like, I don't really like Aaron. I actually like my name. I really like that.
Make it a.
So, yeah, it's a good place to live. I grew up in Michigan. So, we got married and grew up in Michigan. I've been in Ohio 23 years with the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in plastics, chemicals.
Really?
And we make plastic concentrates.
To make the world a more polluted place.
I mean, we just built a whole new plant.
Nice.
Yeah.
You get
Which
paid
I
good
met
money?
you a couple of years ago, huh?
You get paid good money?
I get paid more than I'm worth.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying.
Nice, man.
It's a family-owned company.
Oh,
We do about
okay.
$170 million.
Holy cow.
That seems big, but not,
Yeah, when
not
you divvy
compared
it
to
up, yeah,
all
yeah.
these companies I have to deal with that are $1 billion,
Right.
or $500 million, or $10 billion. I deal with all kinds of companies like that.
Yeah.
So when I was in Michigan, I won't stay on work stuff very long.
You're good.
Um,
No, it's interesting because
yeah. So what happened is I was in the military.
Uh-huh.
I was in the Navy.
Thanks for your service.
Appreciate you saying
Yeah.
that. Thank you. Lived on a ship the whole time. That's not easy.
No.
And got done with that in '93 and went to back home in Michigan and then got started with a company.
Okay.
Just by happenstance, my buddy worked there. It's okay. It's a big famous vacuum.
Okay,
That's
okay.
based there.
Sure.
He worked in their color lab doing the color matching. He moved to this other company,
Mhm.
and I got out, so I moved. That was my old buddy. So he goes, "You should." I was driving a truck actually. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago, and he's like, "You should come in and match color. You should come in. They're paying good. They're paying good." I'm like, match color? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
When I got in there and they trained me, I had to make sure I could see colors. So I had to take all those tests. I saw color really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then so what I did there was matching colors for cars, the metallics, all the cars.
Okay.
Colors for the Mercedes, the BMWs, and the Japanese cars, and the Korean. Yeah. And then after that, and I bought pigments from Africa.
Okay.
And then I actually, here's something. Actually lived in Marion.
Really?
Yeah, for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Because when I left, my plant manager took a job with a place called down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ran into him at a hockey game in Michigan like a month later. I'm like, "What are you doing up here?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, I'm taking a couple months off." I'm like, "Well, isn't that nice? You can afford to do that."
No,
You know,
sure.
I mean, I was hourly back then. He goes, "You know what? You should think about coming down to Indiana and working down there. They need a color. They want to match all their colors. They don't have anyone." So then I was a manager,
Okay.
and I made crap money.
Oh well, I mean, at least
Terrible money.
the thing about Indiana is like what can get you a box in California will get you a two-story house in Indiana.
Oh,
That's what I like
we
to
did
say.
good on
So,
that.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah.
If we had stayed, the
Uh-huh.
kind of house we could have got, it is like twice as much. You can get twice
Oh,
as
yeah.
much, absolutely. But it was a terrible company.
Right.
And so because I bought pigments from Africa, I went into sales.
Okay.
Sales is, and I sell not just pigments, but like 1,000 different chemicals. So
Okay.
I have to pretend I'm smart and be really good at it.
Mhm. There you go.
That's a salesman's job.
Yes,
And
100%.
so I've been there long enough, and they do well. They take care of me, so I'm in product managing. So aside from the sales, I also have a category I manage, and I have to import the materials, and then all other salesmen come to me for pricing.
Mhm.
So now I'm servicing these guys with their accounts, and
There you
that's
go.
a constant thing. And since they're coming in from Malaysia and Thailand and or Taiwan and
Sure.
China and India, we have lots of. It's just busy. It's just
Absolutely.
one product to bring in. You're talking like 500 emails, but
No kidding.
all right, that's my history.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah.
Well-
So that is weird. We used to live in Marion.
Yeah, well, so a little bit about me. You know, I'm a big sports guy. I kind of ended up in plastic, kind of on accident like you did, but
Yeah.
I played college football for 3 years of college, and then I kind of had an injury. And, you know, Division II, Adams State University, it's in Colorado.
I don't. I
Okay.
really not.
I know,
that much
yeah.
into it.
Even people that are into football don't know Adams State,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
pretty well. I mean, living in Alamosa, Colorado, I mean, wow. Just
Nice,
oh
right?
my God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, Midwest is home, so.
Yeah. I didn't. Marion is better now, maybe,
Mhm.
than it was. It wasn't. It wasn't so great back then.
For sure.
We were used to being able. There wasn't. I mean, Olive Garden went out of business. I mean, how does that happen?
Oh, was it Oakland? You know?
You know, I mean, it happens now, but back then, Olive Garden didn't go out of business.
Yeah, for sure.
But so
Yeah.
yeah, it's the setup. It's not bad. You got the tables.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Feel this material for a fact.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Not too bad. So,
So you guys got masks on.
oh yeah.
Did those stay on?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's just because in the lobby and stuff.
Okay, I was just curious.
They're a little bit.
I don't blame you, but I'm not.
Yeah, no.
We had our COVID last year. Just want to
Right.
reassure you guys.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, we're not.
We had, oh my gosh, had the COVID in November of last year. Couldn't taste anything for a month, and then, you know.
I wish I could taste anything for a month. I need less.
Well, and then when I got my taste back, things tasted weird.
Okay.
So I got on. The only thing that tasted normal was sweets. Everything else that I liked did not taste right. It tasted weird.
Right.
It messed up my taste. But sweet things tasted good. So I developed a massive. Dude, I will lay in bed and eat those Getsy's caramels with the white frosting.
Yes,
All of them.
yes.
I will lay in bed at 11 at night and eat those things.
Oh,
That's
my.
not something you're supposed to do.
I'm glad you got a sweet fetish because these two here.
I put on a few pounds.
It's okay.
Speaking of, that's our refreshment center.
Yeah.
I'm a geek, okay? I'm a little geeky sometimes, but yeah, that's our refreshment. I went to the stores today. I got some some just caramels in the candy.
Okay.
I didn't even think about, but that bag of candy looks like. Can you get any more pedo looking bag of candy? So,
Well, speaking of which, so Marion, this is, you know, I've been friends with him for about 10 years at this
no,
point.
yeah.
10 years, and so you know, kind of what we go over at home, right? So, you know, a lot of daddies do that to their baby girls. Okay, do you want to tell her what you did to your baby girl when she was?
Oh yeah, we had fun. We did a lot of. I mean, I'm a big cuddler, so I cuddle with my daughter for hours. I love cuddling, but yeah, yeah. So I, you know, we even when she was little, I you know, her all over and we slept together, and I got to her. She loved it a lot. And
See, you remember how daddy? So Eric did the same thing to his daughter, and she liked it, right?
yeah, she loved it. She loved it.
And you know, we started when you were about 5. How old did you start with your daughter?
When she was 5,
Okay.
probably 5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay. And you did there too.
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, definitely.
Did
Yeah.
she wants to know? Did you ever her?
Well, yeah, but she was a little too young for that.
Okay.
Later on, we did, but
Oh, nice.
yeah. Mom wasn't so into it, so
Yeah.
if I had that, it would have been better.
Right.
You know.
No, so you know, Daddy hasn't
gone all the way with you, but do you remember what all the way is? Okay, so.
Do you guys do you have outfits or are you not doing outfits?
No, we were thinking you would bring them, but I don't know.
Well, I didn't. I've been busy, and then I went to the stores, and they don't have them. Apparently, they don't have. I was gonna get her some stockings, and they don't have them anymore. Like when I was younger, they had them. So, but
well, she loves playing Monopoly. So if you don't mind, after we're done with everything, if you want to play, if you want to play, okay,
sure,
yeah, that definitely makes you more comfortable. You still want to play Monopoly later, baby? Okay.
Yeah, so I just want y'all to feel comfortable at home.
Okay.
You know?
Awesome. Well, I kind of told, you know how in school they've showed you what it is, and I know Daddy taught you, but you know, Eric wants to kind of show some videos, but see what you're comfortable with, because we're not gonna, you know, because I told you before you came here, you tell Daddy if you're uncomfortable, okay?
But she's seen you guys together, right, quite a few times.
She has.
Okay, so that's not a shocker, right?
No.
You guys being together.
No, but she hasn't seen anybody else together. Like
Right.
I haven't showed her any.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, you know, if you guys started, you know, getting comfortable doing your thing, that would be good.
Yeah.
Once you get past that.
Okay.
And,
You kind of
stuff. I don't have really good. I have. I'll show you what I got.
with the younger videos there.
Yeah. Thought I had some others. They're okay, but
Wait.
not.
Are they all on the Teleguard app?
No. And I meant to talk to you about this.
Okay.
You should look into getting Mega sometime.
Okay.
Because it's end-to-end encrypted. It's totally encrypted. The company themselves can't even. The company, if you look up Wikipedia on it, they can't even see it.
Really?
It's the advanced technology that uses a cipher that's on your phone, and then encrypts puts it in pieces.
It's
makes
even
it
better than
best
Teleguard.
Sends it.
Okay.
Well, it's the same technology. Teleguard, same thing. They can't see it until it gets to the other end, which is the end-to-end encryption, and then it puts it all together. So these companies don't even see it. But Telegram, that is not the case.
Yeah, Telegram, I kind of try to stay off that.
So I was thinking, if you're using Telegram, I shouldn't do that. But
You want to tell what ages she wanted to know, because I was telling her you were going to show her some videos. So what ages do you have on there to show her?
wait, you got the phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna.
I just got this like a week ago.
Okay.
I was gonna show you first,
Okay.
and then you can show her.
Got it.
So that's I handed you my phone though.
Yes. Wait. I have still have 22. I did bring something.
Do you want me to unlock my phone for you?
Yeah, Eric, we're gonna have a conversation about what's going on here, okay? Don't need to step out the room now. So I'm not here to hurt you or anything, but we should probably go over what's being talked about here, okay? I do just want to have a conversation. I know you're not a bad guy or anything, all right? But I do know where you work, I know where you live. I just want to have a conversation about it. Nobody's here to hurt you, okay? Do you understand? Okay. So, look, I know you're not a bad dude. I know you work hard.
I've never done this before.
Okay.
And I did not do anything with my daughter. I made it up.
I'm going to stop you right there,
I was
okay?
very surprised that you.
I'm going to stop you right there. I'm not going to ask about that anymore. So I'm just kind of curious, okay, about kind of what's been going on with this, because I think you're too good of a person to fall into this type of shit, okay? They're with me for safety reasons, all right? So nobody here is going to hurt you. Do you have any on you?
No.
Okay. So everything for your safety is being recorded. We're not here to hurt you. We're not going to take anything from you. Okay, I genuinely like getting to know you. My name is Marion.
We're not allowed to talk, or
You are allowed to talk.
Oh, because you didn't want to hear what I was about to say. What I was trying to say.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking about your daughter right now. Okay.
All right. Well, I said that because you had told me that you had experience, so I made it up to match your because when you showed up and then you said you hadn't done anything with her, I was like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like I had to make that up.
Okay. Well.
And my kids would tell you that because
Sure.
I've never done anything with them.
Sure. So I'm kind of curious because, you said you were talking to a guy in Germany. I'm more curious about the people who are actually out here doing this stuff, like the real bad people, like the guy in Germany who's like producing, for example, that type of stuff, okay? I don't think you're high on the totem pole, at least not yet, and I think today should be the day that we probably fall off that totem pole.
I told you I'd never met anyone before.
Right.
I've never done anything like that.
I understand. But, I want you to be transparent with me, okay? Because I'm giving you the courtesy of just doing this in a hotel room with you. I'm not doing this in the lobby. I'm not doing this in front of people.
I appreciate that.
Okay, and I appreciate you too.
Yeah, thanks.
So, I just want to ask, okay? If you answer this question honestly, I think the rest of this can go pretty smoothly, all right? When did this kind of stuff start for you, this online child?
For it?
Yes.
Talking about
Yes.
it? Probably a year ago or something. I've never talked to anyone. I've been with, couples, but older, So I can't remember how it started, just the young pictures that aren't illegal, those pictures.
Rabbit hole.
And I wasn't looking for anything else, but, they're kind of, all of a sudden you're talking to people about those kind of things, and then you see something else, or they send you something, so.
Okay. What app did they start sending you stuff on?
The guy sent me, well, if I do this, I'm not under arrest right now.
Nope, but, we do have everything saved, and...
No, I understand that. I just want to, before I, do this, if I do it or don't do it, it doesn't change the end outcome of this. Like, am I...
All I know is that, if you can point...
I'm getting the cuffs on me tonight, so probably just let this...
I didn't say that, but
I know, but
right.
Obviously you got a team, so...
Well,
I'd like to skip...
I'm not even...
I'd rather...
I'm making no guarantees to you one way or the other.
I know.
But
I would rather...
Okay. But Eric, listen to me. If you can point me in the direction of actual producers and people who got you into this mess, then I'm willing to work with you, okay? Because I don't think...
What does working with me mean? Because you can tell me that, and then the police are waiting to come in.
No, I'm not saying that, okay?
No, but they are. You're not saying they're not, so they are.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying right now is that I have no intentions of doing anything but talking to you, okay?
You, right, but if I'm going to have the whole police interaction when you give them the go-ahead, then I'd rather have all this conversation with them.
Okay. This isn't to put you on blast or anything like that, okay? Because there's two ways, you know what I mean? I don't think you're the type that needs trouble. I think maybe some help. But if you're willing to get help,
I am.
And I'm willing to help you, okay? Straight up, man. Like,
I am willing to get help.
Okay.
I've told you multiple times I've never done this.
Right. So I don't think.
Then you show up and say you've never done it,
Right.
And then you put me on the spot, like, Eric, what did you do? What did you do with your daughter? Did you record that on video?
It's recorded. Yes.
Yeah. Where you go? We told her you did something with your daughter, so just play along.
No, I recorded everything. Okay.
Because so you got me saying I did something with my daughter that I didn't.
Well.
And
right now I'm only
doesn't
gonna
seem too
I'm only gonna ask about. Well, we have it in the messages. We have it here. So if you want to just kind of catch an attitude, that's totally fine.
No.
Okay.
Can I discuss without getting angry with me?
Yes, 100%.
I don't have an attitude.
Okay.
I'm
so
discussing,
Eric,
but I'm saying I've never done anything.
Okay, that's fine.
And I just wanted to make a notation that you got me to say something that I didn't do by
Okay.
telling me to.
That's fine.
And you're not I hope you had that recorded.
Oh, we have it. We have everything recorded.
That's really not. I'm not copying an attitude, but
okay.
That's you record. You got me to say something in my ear, and
Eric, that's totally fine.
Told me to say something I didn't do.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about your daughter right now. Okay?
I know, but that's a bad thing.
Okay.
That part was really bad.
Okay.
I want that to be documented.
That's fine. I understand. And so if you can point me in the right direction to actual bad people, I'm
I
cool.
can,
Okay.
but I'm not going to do that. And then have
I understand.
the swarm come in
That's
and be arrested.
that's more than
and then
fair.
do an all-night interrogation.
That's more than fair.
Which is going to happen.
I'm not saying that's going to happen, dude.
No. I understand how this goes. You're not saying it's going to happen, but you're not saying it's not going to happen, which means it's going to happen.
Well, I can't blame anybody one way or the other.
I would like the people, any other people waiting, including the police department, to come in now and talk to me.
Well, Eric, you know,
Are you a officer?
No, Eric, I'm
I'd
not.
like to have them come up and
Okay.
I'd like you to say, hey, you know, this is, give me that. You see me, you hear me, all the compliments. So give me that and tell them, please come on up. Please come on up. It's going to do this a little different. Go meet with, you know.
Okay,
Eric, tell them to come up, and then we can have the conversation.
Eric, right now, I don't think you call the shots, man. Okay.
I'm not, but
so
I don't have to incriminate myself to you.
Eric, the incrimination doesn't come now.
No, but you want me to do all this, and I don't want to do this twice.
If you're concerned about that, then you're here right now, okay? I'm willing to work through this and talk to you because, look, so let's just say the worst possible thing happens. There's cops right outside the door, okay? Let's just say there is. I'm not even saying there is, but you know,
there are. So
okay,
I want to talk to them.
Okay, so Eric, how do you think it looks being like this? I just want to be pointed in the right direction with these people.
I'm willing to do
this.
that,
okay?
but not under these circumstances. I don't have to either because I haven't seen any ID yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that you work for an official authority. I haven't seen any of that, and I don't. I really don't. I have the right to not.
Of course, you have the right.
I don't know who you are. You know.
Of course, you have the right.
You know, this is all happening.
Okay.
And I'm a human being.
You are a human being.
I would like to.
That's why I'm giving you the courtesy of a conversation to explain yourself.
What's the courtesy?
Well, the courtesy.
The courtesy is
Eric. The courtesy is, you know, if this is something that just popped in your mind one day that you wanted to do this, that's a lot different than, hey, there could have been some stuff online of people that got me into this, because, you know, in the end, there's some shots that I can maybe call or maybe not call. You know what I mean? So, Eric,
yeah.
I'm not.
I've already told you that there were people that
okay.
got me into it.
Well, let's talk about that then.
But
Okay,
I'm not
here. I'll make this promise to you. I won't talk about your daughter furthermore. How about that? You have the notation. I'm just going to talk to you about the other shit.
About my daughter. I've never done anything.
Okay.
With her. I mean,
That's fine.
You tricked me into saying I did something right. I'm not talking about my daughter.
That's fine. Well, let's not talk.
You're bringing her up again.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to bring her up then. How about that?
Do better on how you're doing this.
Sure.
You want something good out of it. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm not stupid.
All right.
So
I'm more
you
curious.
brought my daughter up again just now.
Okay. Well, I'm more curious about how they got you into the stuff online, kind of what was going on, like how these communities form. That's what I'm more curious about.
I can tell you that.
All right. Let's start with that then. That's fine.
I'd rather have the authorities be involved at this point. Believe it or not.
Okay.
I mean, if they're right out there, I don't see why we can't just do that.
Eric, it's not only for my knowledge, okay?
Can you ask them to come in? I mean, I'm not under arrest. If they're right out there, I mean, if that's how that's going to go, I mean, I'm asking you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if that's what's going to happen, then I would prefer to have that conversation once.
Okay. Well, Eric, I'm sure if they were to be involved, they'd ask you about other shit. I'm only here to ask about the other groups because there's real bad people like the guy in Germany that I'd rather go after.
I know that, but
okay.
what I'm saying, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to post this. It's
I
going
didn't
to
say
go
that.
online.
I didn't say that.
Quit saying you didn't say that. I'm using
whatever.
what I've
okay.
learned in my lifetime.
Okay.
I'm
Whatever you think.
52 years old.
Okay.
You're going to post it anyway. Okay? If you weren't, you would have definitely told me you wouldn't, not just that you didn't say you would.
Okay, I'm not going to post it. So, Eric, I do want to have...
You can still post it. You're going to post it.
Okay,
why wouldn't you?
so
You've
fine.
got this whole thing going on.
Sure.
You're
Well, that's for
post it.
safety reasons. Eric, it's for safety
I know,
reasons.
You're going to post it publicly,
Mm-hmm.
and my life is practically over at this point.
Okay.
So
I
realize
Eric, so put yourself in my shoes, okay? Do you think that if I cut down one branch, but instead of cutting down the branch, they lead me to the whole root of the tree, do you think that I'd still care about cutting down the branch, or do you think I'd care about going after the whole tree? You're a smart guy. You can figure that out. So, Eric, I am willing.
I gotta hear that again.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you think that so right now I have a branch in front of me, but I think the branch can lead me to the roots. So if the branch leads me to the roots, do you think I'd care about cutting down the branch? Not really. So I'm more curious, Eric, about how this stuff kind of started online. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of your experience.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think they send stuff on Instagram though. Where did it kind of lead to like?
You're on there.
Okay.
Okay. You see their site. Not long ago, Instagram had pages that literally had stuff that was illegal.
Really?
Literally illegal.
Okay. See, I genuinely didn't know that.
They, and that's, I think they've cleaned that up a little bit. But anyways, people's pages, and then they email you and then send you stuff and start talking to you, kind of like you did.
Okay.
What
What app would you say is the most extreme for this type of stuff? At least in your experience.
This is an interview that's being recorded,
Mm-hmm.
and it's for public proliferation to post. So I would like to do that. If this is for documentation for actual getting something done,
100%.
they can't see what's on the paper. So I'll cut the cameras and then I'll
I'll
talk to
put
you
the
guys.
papers away.
No, you got that backwards. We can do the paper and do the information, and I can give you stuff, and I could even maybe sign things, but to do it for the purpose of the
All right.
internet.
Fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be voice recorded too. So
I don't have any mics on me. Okay, camera's
you're
closed.
getting
phones-
this before the police come in. I mean,
Eric,
and then I gotta go through all that.
Eric, I've given you those steps. I've closed the camera.
What is the? I mean, is this just for the interview and to put it to the public? Is that your? Because
Eric, if I cared about putting it to the public, I could have already done that.
but why wouldn't the police be here getting this information? Because that would need to be done by an officer
No, it wouldn't.
in a professional. Well, yeah, because I mean, you come in there and go, "Hey, I'm a guy with a bunch of papers."
Eric,
And that doesn't
Eric,
make
I want to be
sense.
led to people who are probably producing child. Okay, because with those people, sure, I can get anybody involved. Okay.
I'm willing to do that if you don't post this online. I'm not going to do all of that and have my life end. I've told you, I've raised a family in the
I know.
church. I've never done anything with my kids.
Mhm.
Okay, I support them. I serve my country. I've done all
I know.
that.
And I genuinely-
have a
yeah.
speeding ticket. 8 years ago.
How
That's
dare
it.
you?
So
genuinely
if my
appreciate-
life is going to be completely over
Okay.
with, I'm not going to plan to
I
win the
agree.
interview.
Okay.
And then seeing that go viral.
Okay,
And I'm not.
okay.
I'd rather just be arrested and do it, and not
Okay.
have it this thing go online and be all that.
Okay,
You've already got it.
So hold on.
but
I genuinely appreciate your service to this country. Okay,
It wasn't about that.
I get it. Okay,
It's
I
the
genuinely
future.
appreciate your service. I appreciate the church and all that. I'm religious myself. Okay, so I don't think a year or even a few years of getting carried away on the internet is the end all be all. That's not how I roll.
You
Okay.
coerced me into saying I did something with my daughter.
Okay. Well, you keep
I
bringing.
want to talk to the police about that. I bring it up because it's important. It's a
Okay.
critical piece of information.
No one coerced you to put it on paper here. So
What'd you put on paper? You coerced me in the conversation.
that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. But like I told you, I'm done bringing it up. So if you want to keep bringing it up, that's totally fine. But I care more about the online stuff that people are getting you into because I don't think you're the head of any of this stuff at all. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So rather than you be bunched in with those people, how about let's separate yourself, and if you can point me into groups or people that are like the German guy, for example, that's one guy we
We
know at
need
this point.
an office with a desk, and I need a way to look things up and have you print them and show you. I can't just do it like this. This is for entertainment.
It's not for entertainment. Eric, orally we can get, I mean, you just bring up the Teleguard app, mega links.
All right, I'll tell you one thing.
Sure.
I wasn't looking for this,
Okay.
but I mean, I'm giving you all this, and the end result's the same.
No, Eric, I'm not saying that, dude. And
You know for a fact if I am being arrested and going to jail tonight or not. You know that information.
No, I don't. So Eric.
No, you do.
Eric.
You have to. You can't do this without police giving you permission.
Okay.
To have
Eric,
a team here.
Eric, let's just say that the worst possible scenario is going to happen. Okay. I'm not even saying it is. Let's just say it does. Would you rather? And let's just say you get posted to 2 trillion people. I know you're only 2 trillion people. Would you rather be a guy who catches an attitude, clams up, who gets caught red-handed and still just has a smug attitude?
Watch this.
No.
Do you think I have copped an attitude? I mean, don't I have a right to talk? I mean,
well, of course you have a right to
little more
talk.
abrasive than
Well, of course you have a right to talk. But if you want to be known as someone who doesn't really have that much accountability, doesn't really, he says he wants help, but doesn't actually point people in the right direction to get it, you can be known as that. That's fine. Okay.
I don't want to be known as anything.
Okay.
I just don't want.
Okay.
You know, I'm willing to do that stuff, but that's
okay.
You know.
So right now, I guess
this isn't the venue.
Yes, I guess you're a manager, but right now you don't call the shots. Okay. So right now, I'm giving you this courtesy of just talking, Eric. 'Cause how many times have I told you I care more about, like, say, the German guy, for example, than I care about you? You could just leave me to someone like that. Okay. So I get you weren't looking for it. I understand the internet. Once someone's hooked on to something on the internet, it just goes and goes and goes. Okay. I can understand that. All right.
Anyway, have them come up. I'm gonna have to go through this all again. Are you a sergeant? Who do you work for?
No, I don't work
You're
for
just
the
a guy, so.
Right. We're with a group called Kid Protectors USA,
And I respect that.
Okay. Well,
I
you know,
mean-
Eric, I just wish, you know, as a father, this is important because, you know, people have sent you videos of kids being hurt, you know, and I know you don't actually like that stuff. I don't think you do, but gosh, if there's any apps or groups or people you can point me to, do that, because, you know, Marion, Indiana, they're not going to help somebody in Germany, but I potentially can, you know. So,
Well, I can do that at any time.
okay.
I can talk to the, you know, we can go through the authority part first, and then I can certainly do that. I could certainly get you all that information.
Okay.
Whatever I've seen.
Well, Eric, you know, I do want to ask you about some things for my, not only just, it's not for anything but my peace of mind, okay? Because, you know, of course, I want to get better at this too. I want to kind of learn how the mind can get carried away and stuff like
We
that.
can do that.
Okay.
You know, you can come and visit me. We can interview me once I get booked and I'm in jail.
Well, I'm here to do it.
Let's do that.
I'm here to do it here. Just give me 15 minutes. How about that?
I've already done that.
Well, let's.
What you did was not good. You coerced me into saying I did something to my kid. You literally told me to. You lost some credibility there.
That's not necessarily what I said.
It is.
I said
it is.
I've said I've done stuff with
I
her
was
already.
very surprised you came over and said, "Hey, just play along and say what you did to your daughter." Wink, wink. Kind of. That's how you said it.
That's
No,
okay.
I'd like to see that you have that part recorded.
We do.
Where you leaned over. That's bad. Because now, you know, that was really surprising for me that you did that. It was very, very uncomfortable. And then, so I'm sitting here like, I'm supposed to tell him I did stuff with my daughter.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Eric.
I want the police to hear that part.
They will. Do you want me to show them it?
I think they should see it.
Okay.
I think they should see it.
Well, Eric, I kind of want to ask.
And I think they should be.
Well, let me answer this. Let me ask you this. Why did you go through with this today?
Well, I mean, we've been talking for a while, and you certainly made it sound like a wonderful thing. And everything you told me, it made me really. I've never met with anyone before or done anything like that. But everything you told me about it, I was like, that makes sense. I mean, you said, have you ever been with a child? And I said, no. And you said, well, trust me, it's a life-changing experience. Okay. I mean, you're asking what brought me here today. That kind of conversation is what brought me here today. That's the truth.
Well, what interested you in doing stuff to a 9-year-old?
Well, what's the life-changing event you told me about?
I don't remember.
Well, it's in the
What,
It's in my-
what was it?
the conversation.
Yeah, what was
I
it?
just told you said, have you ever been with a child before? And I said, no.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, trust, or I don't know if you said trust me, but
Yeah.
believe me, that's a life-changing experience. You don't remember that?
I remember it now. So what?
Well, that's,
so
you know,
what?
you're asking what
so,
brought me out here today.
Yeah, but what about that?
Those kinds of things
right,
brought me out
but
here today.
What about wanting to go gentle with a 9-year-old interested in you today, though? Like, you know, I know
About what?
About wanting to like be gentle with a 9-year-old. Like, what about that interested in you today?
I was afraid that, I don't know, I was afraid that you were going to be even, you know, worse than that or something.
What do you mean?
I thought you would be abusive and rough or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, so this is actually what I want to know for my peace of mind, because I think it's fair for you to know the person you're talking to and for me to know the person I'm talking to. Like, I obviously know your name, but like, I think it's important that, because you did mention to your credit that you were going to be gentle with Ariel, you were going to not force anything onto her. What I'm actually curious about is, was it actually going to be forced, or were you kind of going to leave it up to her to do all
I
that?
would never force anything.
Okay, so
Never.
is all the
I mean, do you
Okay.
get a notion that I care about people?
Yes, I do actually.
I care deeply about people.
Okay. So
I
anything,
do. That's the honest truth.
so anything with Ariel would have been consensual today?
It would have absolutely had to be.
Okay.
And I never said anything to the alternate. I've never done this before.
Okay.
You have done this many times.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you told me. Now, when you came in, you go, now, Aaron, you know, he's never gone before. What? You told me you've done this. I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met anyone before. I've never I haven't even touched a child before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's concerning, that the way you did that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just.
Okay, but what
What was
about
your question?
Well, what about today made you want to do it? Like, what about this situation made you want to actually do it for the first time?
I'm not sure what we were really gonna do.
Okay, well, we have that for that. I mean, it's kind of like the thing. And what about that was interesting to you?
I don't know about that. I mean, I really don't.
Okay,
I mean, what about it is life changing?
I'm not sure. Well, I guess my question is, you specifically made it to where you said gentle and nothing to hurt her. But why not? Like, why did you stop it at that and not say, yeah, I want to do this, that, and that? Like, why was that your line? Is what I'm curious about.
Well, I'm not.
You're good. No, I mean, truly, it's.
I'm not. I don't like to hurt people.
Okay.
I don't like to do things that make people feel bad. I don't like to say things that make people feel bad.
Okay.
I feel bad. You know, I have empathy for people.
Okay.
Um,
Got it.
and I would never want to do something that would hurt someone.
Okay. So hypothetically, what if we didn't take a picture? I think his notifications just flashed or something. Hypothetically, what if? And I think I know, but what if like Ariel was like, I don't want to like stop doing this?
There's no way I would do anything.
Okay.
And you can talk to my kids. I've never done anything to them.
Okay.
I mean, getting me to set me up to say I did something to my kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty rotten.
Well, nobody made you say that in the messages, so that was completely your own words, not mine, man. But again, that's not something I'm interested in bringing up. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, what did I say?
You said. Do you actually want me to show you what was said?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I know what you said and I know what I said. And
Okay.
You're asking me to repeat it verbatim, even if you have it printed. So.
Right. So I'm not
Sure, why
asking you
you're
to
asking
repeat it.
me.
I mean, it's something
Yeah.
that. It's something that
Am I?
No.
And I'm right now.
Mm-mm.
So I. Well, there's the gray area. I'd like to call her.
Do you want to give her a call?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
So how do I know you're not going to just tamper with your phone?
Can you hand me my Diet Coke, please?
Yes.
So this stuff's going online no matter what.
Well, I'm not.
Right.
I didn't say you can or can't use your phone. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying this stuff's posted. My life's over with. My life is over with. I will be fired and definitely everything. Yeah, you know that. I've seen the shows and stuff.
Okay. Well, do you want to go out with dignity, or do you want to go out like fighting against something that you can't?
I wouldn't fight.
Okay.
I don't fight. I know what's gonna happen. Don't seem like I'm gonna fight.
Can we just be honest then with each other? Like, just truly, can we be honest with each other?
I don't feel like you're obligated to be honest with me in this situation.
Okay.
I know you're not a liar by nature.
Do you want me to be fully transparent with you? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, I would like that, but I don't believe you're going to be. But yeah, of course. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want someone to tell me that. I've been asking questions.
Okay.
Of course, I want
fair,
the truth.
fair enough. Fair enough. So no, I don't plan on putting you on blast, but of course, obviously, and all that sort of type of stuff, and
Well, you've got everything. You've got my life's in your hands. You know that. It
Maybe
means
so.
a lot to me. I'm not some guy that has been in jail
Right.
and out for a while and 4 kids with,
I know.
2 women or without a job or I'm
So
23 years at a company. I'm well known in the community.
yeah. So I'll tell you this, Eric.
So we both know if it goes online, my life's over.
I can concur with that. Yes.
So that's what's in the balance for me.
Yes.
And it's a different situation. You go into some scab who does drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Me either.
I obey the law. I work. I go home. I'm a home person.
Yeah. No, I know you do good for the community, and that's why it wasn't a. Because I could have came in a lot of different ways too.
I know,
So-
but I don't want to go through this whole thing with an insinuation that if I do all this, it might not go online, and it just goes online anyway. I don't want to.
Oh, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not.
Well,
gonna
no,
ever
but
insinuate.
when I asked you, you said I didn't say it would, or I didn't say it wouldn't. Well, if it's going to anyway, there is a truth there that I don't know that you do know, and that I don't. The truth is either it's going online no matter what, or it could or could not. You know that information. I don't. If the truth is it's going online anyway, no matter what, then I would prefer to just have a law enforcement office that are there, and then get a lawyer and, and do that kind of stuff. And I'd still be willing to give you information, but this isn't.
So this is what I care about. I'm willing to work with people who are honest. Okay.
What does
And
that mean? Work with someone?
that's what I was going to say. I don't necessarily know right now what it means. It can mean different things for different people. I have no idea. But all I can say is, your reputation to me coming in here was somebody who is well respected, who maybe the internet just got the best of them for a certain period of time. And that's okay. That happens. Everybody struggles with addiction.
I'm supposed to open to the internet?
Open to the internet?
Yeah, you tape it, and if the truth is, which I don't know, is that it's going to be posted online no matter what, I'm supposed to contribute to that? Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, look
Sure,
at that idiot.
sure,
Oh, wow.
sure.
Yeah,
No,
this is a good part where he says this. and he seems flustered.
No, I know what
Why
you're
would I
saying.
do that?
I know what you're saying.
If I knew for sure I was going to have him come in and cuff me up roughly and do that whole thing, and I'm going to have to tell him,
Well, no,
I have to do that anyway.
I know.
And then that goes online, so my whole life is over.
I understand what
Why?
you're saying.
Why do I need to be a circus animal?
You're not going to be a circus animal. This is me having a genuine conversation with you, Eric. Okay.
I get that, and I see how that goes. I loved the shows on TV. I'm not going to say, what the shows are. Love that. They always go
okay.
online.
We're not putting this on fucking. We're not some TV show or any bullshit like that. Okay.
People know what I look like.
Yes, Eric, I'm aware. Okay,
Right.
but
well, all right, let's back up.
yeah, I agree.
You know what I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I drove out here and showed up.
Yes.
You know what I said. So
Yes.
we don't really have to mince through all that.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
you want to know? I'm being constructive.
Go ahead.
not
Yeah,
critical.
you're cool.
You want to know why you want the psychology part of it.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't want to. I have a lot of things to say about the psychology part of it. I don't want to say it in an open venue that is going to be publicly. I don't want to say it for a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't want to do it for that.
I'm aware
I
of
want to
that.
do that under those conditions. I want to do that if someone is like, you want to know these things for the purpose of understanding. Why would you want to know? You don't. It's the law is law. You don't.
Well, the
care.
purpose of understanding. So, take you as a blueprint, and then say I'm with somebody who I think is actually a pretty big threat to kids, not you, but just somebody else who's like that. If I can better understand them because I understand you a little bit, why not? I mean, why don't you be part of the solution?
I don't want to say what I can say to you when I think I'm.
Okay. Well, you're not being.
There's no law. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
This is just. So far, I just have some guys I don't know that came in here with cameras.
Yeah. So
I.
Yeah, Eric. So right now, I'm just saying you can be part of the problem, which, the untrained eye would look at this and think you're probably part of the problem, or you can be part of the solution, which is kind of helping out with this stuff. So I'm willing to go the internet addiction route and talk about it and figure out like, hey, what kind of happened with this? How'd you get looped into this type of stuff? I'm willing to go that route, man.
We can do that. We have plenty of time to do that.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that
Because
with you.
I'm getting arrested, and I'm going to be without a job. So you've got plenty of time to do that.
Okay,
And
well,
I'm willing to do
Well,
that.
I'm not.
I'm willing.
Well,
to do that
I'm
for
willing
you.
to do it here.
Why do you want it here?
Well, okay.
Right now.
Well,
Why?
because Eric, you understand that. Okay, let's just say it's going to the cops. Blah 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 blah. Okay, not even saying that, but let's just say worst case scenario. I can.
No, it's all going to happen.
Okay,
I know that.
fine, sure. We can operate under that assumption if you're just not gonna.
I have to.
Okay, fine.
You know,
Fine, hey, Eric, that's fine.
I'm facing for everything. There's a lot to lose, and I'm a loser.
There is.
So,
But Eric, I can always vouch for you, okay? I can always say, hey, you know what? Maybe Eric took some accountability. Maybe it's truly something with the internet that poisoned the brain. That's definitely right. Because listen to me. If you're standing in the sand in the middle of the desert, there's a million ways you could have gotten there, right?
all right, I'll tell you something.
Sure.
I know there are bits and pieces, but there isn't a whole. I can't write a book on this. Okay.
I'm not expecting a
I'm
book.
I do have an attraction to underage girls.
When did that start?
When I was a kid,
Did anything happen to you?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I started realizing about the 6th or 7th grade, right around there, was when I started realizing that I was looking at girls like a few years younger,
Sure.
and my friends weren't, and I even hinted. I mean, is that
No, he's texting. He's not recording.
I mean, you want me to spill my heart out? I don't want to do it for the world.
Well, I can look you in the eyes and say I'm not here to judge you, man.
I know doing this. You want these things for good reasons and not for the internet. But so I want to do it for you and what you want, and not the internet.
Let's
That's
do it.
what I want.
Okay.
So you're not going to post any of this if I do that?
Only legally is Eric. Listen to me. The only reason I can't guarantee you something is because legally I don't want you to come back and bite my ass. Okay, that's the only reason.
How would I bite your ass if you didn't post it just like I wanted you to not post it? What would I do to you?
Well, you can always just go to somebody and say, "Oh, well, this big man threatened me and said he was going to hurt me and this and that," which is why I wanted the cameras, because I wanted proof that, of course, I'm not going to do anything like that. But Eric, I saw it in your eyes when you kind of mentioned that to me. Have you told anybody else this before? that wasn't online. Like, have you told your wife this, or
Yeah.
you told your wife this? Okay, but how did she react to it?
I don't think she can understand it, or
Okay.
it just doesn't compute.
Okay.
Or she just knows it's something in me.
Did you ever like go into any type of detail about it, or was it more just like, hey, I kind of like younger? And she's like, stop. And you're like,
No,
okay.
I've been married for 25 years.
Okay, I could piece that together then.
So, you know who you're married to after a while.
Yeah, it can make sense.
I mean, our anniversary is this month.
Okay.
March 20th.
Okay. Does she know that you watch some of that younger stuff online, or?
She knows that I look at something,
Okay.
which is usually just like the dancers, ballet, and stuff like that.
But for example, does she know what like a megalink is?
No, because
Okay.
I mean, that was just a new thing.
Okay.
Like, I didn't ask for that.
Mm-hmm.
The guy just sent it.
So megalinks.
There's a guy
Yeah.
sent it to me maybe a few days ago.
Oh, so megalinks are that new for you?
Well, I read everything. I look up. That's my nature. I mean, I sell chemicals. I look everything up. I read everything about everything.
I would hope
But,
you do if you sell chemicals.
You know, I mean, I like to know, but where were we going with this?
Megalinks.
Yeah, and he sent it to me.
What app did he send it on?
He sent me a link through Instagram Messenger.
So Instagram just allows that stuff, or allows like megalinks on there. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, I've had people send me pictures that I was like, "You're gonna don't send that."
Yeah, no shit.
Don't shut down.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and then I look a week later, I'm like, "Oh, Instagram user, it's all blank." I see. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a fantasy thing to me. It's just always been a fantasy thing to me.
Okay.
It's been just really recent that it's just fired up. I've never talked to anyone that had a kid that was doing anything like this.
Sure.
Until just within the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
You know, like the lady and the guy from Germany, and then
PA.
actually, okay, that was back a long time ago on Craigslist.
What?
Yeah, that was probably 10 years ago or something.
Oh, the late.
That was the only other time. I wasn't trying to leave something out there. That's way back and not in my mind. Yes, that was an exception.
What was the couple in PA advertising? And do you have any other names? I'm not expecting
No,
you to.
oh my gosh, that's so long ago.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair,
have.
that's fair.
In fact, I don't even have those email accounts.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
that's fine. That's fine.
I had some trash Yahoo email account that I used to communicate on or on Craigslist to find couples to have fun with. Oh, just adult couples.
Yeah.
Maybe a little younger than me, but.
Well,
legal.
You're 52. I hope they were younger. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't 52 then.
Oh yeah,
I was,
like 40s even.
in the young 40s.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So, and then I got an email from him. This Indian guy.
He was an Indian in PA.
Yeah, he said he was a professor and that he moved from California to Pennsylvania
Really?
to work for another university.
Do you happen to know which one it could have been? Just try our best.
Man, I tell you, I don't think that exists. I mean, I can't say. I mean, that's an awful long time
I
ago.
get it. What was he trying to advertise to you though? Like what
He
was
was
his
looking
shtick?
for someone to come and have his daughter.
Really? How old was the daughter?
Probably 6.
Okay. Got it. Would those messages look kind of, or would that conversation be kind of similar to this one a little
Not
bit?
really, no.
No. What would be the difference?
I really didn't intend to go on, but I was morbidly curious if they were actually doing that or living that lifestyle that he said. He didn't talk a whole lot.
Okay.
He didn't say much.
You were sure about that? No.
I'm sure.
Okay.
He sent a picture of a wife and a daughter. Could have been one of your colleagues that's doing the same thing as you're doing today.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. But
Could have been.
sure, yeah, no, I guess it could have been. I guess the guy in Germany's probably real, though. That's definitely not somebody that we knew.
Sounds real to me.
Yeah, I mean, if he has a 20K follower account, it's pretty,
Yeah. I'm a pretty good read of people. Obviously not with you. But I've always considered myself a good read of people.
you're a sales guy.
He rang true to me.
The German dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Has the German, so this is probably important because, obviously I can't go to Germany and save the world, but, steps can be taken for sure. Did the German dude send you any of his own material, like home produced stuff?
No.
What did he send you?
He sent me you, and that's it.
Of like,
The girls and stuff.
okay. So, do you know who has sent you like some of the real stuff? Like you said on Megalinks, who sent who sent that Megalink to you?
It was a guy in England,
Okay.
in the south of England.
Do you have a name for him?
I can look up, I don't remember his name on the page. I don't think he gave me his real name. Of course, I'm talking in a way that I'm going to do something, like I'm going to go out to Germany or something.
No,
I'm not doing that. I started talking in a fluid way to a few of these people because it electrified me that, okay, well, I've been and had this attraction thing for so long.
Sure.
It's normal.
Yeah.
You told me it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Guy out there tells me it's normal.
And I'm sure the thing in India just kind of planted the seeds for you too, or they
It may have. I haven't talked to
yeah.
anyone since then.
Yeah, yeah.
And you and others tell me it's a life-changing experience and it's normal,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people are doing it now. Maybe the German guy is some agency or some kind of situation like that.
Pretty bold if he had 20K followers. I'm a good read of people too, and I'm telling you he's probably not.
Oh, that's right. I gave you his link, so
Yeah.
you got his link.
Yeah. Well, so
The
the agencies, they can't like. So the guy in England was legit, like a legit one. Like that can't be a real thing.
Oh no,
well, that can't be. That can't be like
the
a
guy in England is real.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right. So that guy in England is probably someone that's. I think we could both agree that's probably not a good guy to be.
He. Oh, man,
What's his deal?
I think we deleted the messages because he was big on sending these voice messages,
Really?
and I don't like doing that.
yeah. Sure.
Recording yourself and
On
then
Instagram.
sending it. And he
Yeah,
did that a whole
yeah.
lot.
Okay.
And where was I going with that? Part of my brain is like, I'm going to get arrested. I'm going to go to jail. I've got the company car here. I've got my company laptop, my company cell phone, my wife. I'm not going to get back home. Am I going to get bond? So I'm doing. There's only so much that I'm
No,
under,
I
I'm under that
appreciate you.
situation.
But
there,
I'm under the
okay?
impression right
so just
now-
give me. That's
Yeah.
why I'm being.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big thing that I'm kind of trying to swim through and navigate to be able to talk, lucidly and think back and coming up with memories and things like
Yeah,
that.
and
But the guy in England is definitely for real because he wouldn't have sent illegal material if he wasn't.
Yeah, that's a pretty big telltale sign, I think. Did he only send Megalinks, or did he send like regular pics and videos too?
I think it was only Megalinks.
Okay. Has anybody else sent you Megalinks within the past couple
No.
of months?
No.
Okay. So what's so Mega's new to me as it is to you, but what's kind of the layout of a Megalink like?
All I can tell you is what I have seen,
Yeah, I guess your
and
experience.
that's very little.
That's fair. That's fine.
He sends a link, I click on the link,
Mhm.
it goes right to your browser, opens that file, and there they all are.
There they all are. So how many?
Whatever he sent in that file.
How many would he send? So how many files did he send? Or
I think there was one that was like 45 files and another one that was 20 or something.
Okay.
Something like that, less than that.
Man, Eric, we come across people who have tens of thousands, dude. Like, I'm telling you, man, on the totem pole, like, if I didn't think you could get off the totem pole, I don't think I'd be talking to you. I wouldn't say that, dude. Well, anyway, what were the age range that this guy put on these mega links?
Yeah, all young, very young.
So we're not talking like 16 with.
There's a few.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
And then there's a few that are very young.
What's very young?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or something like that.
Okay. Anything like infants, toddlers?
I didn't look at them all.
That's fair.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, not infant.
Yeah. I mean, you only know what's happened. I mean, you know, it's
Right.
not like,
I've been busy, so.
fair enough. Were these pics videos or both?
There was pics in there
Okay.
and videos.
What would a video be like? Like, I mean, I think I know, but like, what specifically is he putting in there?
So this Megalink, this is all new to you?
I mean, Telegram is not. Teleguard is, and Megalinks I've heard before, but it's not like. I mean,
So
Telegram.
You've run into people with tens of thousands, but you've not heard about or know about Mega?
Megalink's pretty relatively new. So,
Oh.
so Teleguard I truly knew nothing about. Megalinks I kind of know, like kind of. You describe it, you open it, it's more than one. It's always like.
I mean, I even told you before I knew what you were doing that I read about everything.
Yes. So I'm not going to say I read about Megalinks, that I haven't, but what would kind of happen in the videos that he would post in there? Like, are these more of like solo vids or adult and kid?
I didn't get much of a chance because
Well, the few that you saw, that's what I'm asking.
there was some solo. I'm gonna take my watch off.
You're good.
Before I get the handcuffs. There was a woman and a kid.
Okay. How old was the kid, a boy or a girl?
Girl.
What was she doing? How'd the girl look?
Huh?
How'd the girl look?
I mean, I didn't watch very long.
Yeah, I'm not
young.
saying.
I mean, just really.
Like, you're
really young. Quite young.
$1 million question. If you know you're at a carnival, you got to guess the
looked
age.
7.
7. Okay, got it. You're not actually getting $1 million for answering that, full disclosure. But you know, you're a words guy, so you know, I'm just putting that out there. But okay, got it. So I'm not gonna.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not here to rub anything in or embarrass you, so I'm not gonna go read through all these. And you know, you're forthcoming, and I appreciate that takes a man to step up. I appreciate that, man. You said at one point there was. You said at one point, so this is a new phenomenon to me too. You said you've run across people sending videos of infants and toddlers a few times. That was somewhere in the messages.
There was some Instagram pages because you know you look at dancers and younger, and then the swimsuit and like the model pages. Some of them are semi-legit, some are definitely legit.
Yeah.
And it just gets a little, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
A little skinnier outfits, a little more of this, a little more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, because you know, Instagram's feeding that to you. You know, you look at this kind of page, and then all of a sudden the suggestions are a degree or some worse.
I definitely don't agree. I agree with what you're saying, and I don't agree that Instagram does that.
They can say, well, you're only getting those friend suggestions because you insert certain things. Well, not even it was progressively worse. I mean, it's sending you all of it. It's sending you everything.
Yes,
there
I agree.
was about a year ago or 8 months ago, several pages on Instagram that literally had child.
Like posted?
Yeah.
How in the?
I go to a website that might have had a picture of a girl on it or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not. But,
Yeah,
you know, yeah. Something. It was. You could tell it was not a good. It's naughty website.
It was.
Go to it, and then all the videos, you know, on that main page, all the videos, I mean, all the posts, and the symbol says it's a videos, look like a screen, fuzzy TV. Like if the TV doesn't have signals, it's all
Yeah,
fuzz.
yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Uh-huh.
And then when you opened it, that fuzz stayed on for a certain amount of time. And then it was literal child.
Like, that's a pretty clever way to mask it, I must admit. What do you mean by literal child? Like,
Guys,
okay.
and all kinds of things.
How young would those go?
Those were all,
Like,
those were young.
Even infants?
Not quite, maybe some, maybe 7, 8.
Okay.
Maybe not younger than that. It's been a while.
Yeah,
There was a few of those. You know, eventually they disappeared
Of course.
because, because I hadn't seen any more, and I wasn't going to them that regularly, but I ran into a few because if you looked at it once, it's already in your search. You go search for something, or you go to look at your history or likes, it just keeps coming up. You keep seeing it in the results.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, that website's still there. You go to it, and then eventually they disappear.
Yeah, no, I check one football post on Instagram. Next thing you know, they think I'm the biggest NFL fan in the world. I know what you mean, man. So what about because obviously there's steps to it. There's dipping your toes in the water with the bikini pics on Instagram and stuff like that, and there's going further and further. And again, Eric, I'm not judging you. At one point, you said on your laptop, like you went on a cruise or something, and you wiped your laptop at one point that had quite a few. What was kind of that deal?
I had the app, a similar situation.
App on your laptop?
No, not on my laptop.
Oh.
I had nothing on my laptop.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all business.
Okay.
I have it on phone. But again, someone sent some mega links. So I had the mega app and they were sitting in there. But I don't keep contact with whoever that was.
That's fair. How long ago was that? Well, I guess
Probably a couple months or something.
that's when you were on the cruise.
No, we were on the cruise about a month ago, so it'd be a few months prior to that.
Okay. How did it get to a point? Because you said here you collected 8,000 images, videos. How did it get to 8,000 relatively quick?
Because the guy sent this mega link and I clicked on one and it went right to the URL, right to the mega URL page, not the app.
Yeah.
And there was 4,700 videos in one.
What stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another one had 2,000. And there it is. It's,
Okay.
literally, yeah.
Do you need the mega app to open a mega link?
No, I'm saying there was no app when I got them originally.
Oh man.
It just went from you tap it in the messenger, or you can copy and paste the link and tap it. Whatever you do, you tap
Sure.
it automatically opens your browser, and there it is.
So this mofo, do you ever know what country that guy could have been from?
I gotta do some thinking.
Okay.
I
Well,
gotta do some thinking.
let's start with this. Was he American or not American?
He was American because I
Okay.
haven't been really talking to non-Americans because.
Okay. So what the? So how?
Let me think. I got a lot in my head.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're good.
The guy that sent the big ones. All I did is delete the app.
Wasn't anything
They're
sophisticated.
still in there. They gotta still be in Mega, their website.
Well, I'm confused.
I didn't really erase any videos.
Oh, okay. So theoretically, that would still be in your search history at some point.
I would think it would show up in my browser history.
That makes sense.
I don't even know how to find browser history on my phone. I tried the other day.
So good with, but you said you just got that phone though. Was it another phone we're talking, or?
I have two phones.
Where's the other one at?
Doesn't have anything on it. It's over there.
Okay. So that's the... Okay, I see. Got it, man. What were the age ranges on the Megalink or the Megalinks, I should say, he sent that dude? If he's
The big one?
Yeah, if he's American, then
There
shit.
is everything on there.
So we're talking babies on that one?
Yeah, and I haven't never saw them all, obviously.
I know.
It's gonna take me a while to scratch my brain to figure out who that was.
Who that was?
It's just I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, like what kind of conversation I was having when I got those.
Well, was it on this Instagram account though? Or yeah, I guess where'd you meet that guy?
I think it was Instagram.
Would he be following you by chance, or?
No,
Okay.
because this is a fairly new account. I don't think it was with this account. And I don't let a lot of people follow me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have like 300 outstanding, and it's not that old of an account. It's only a couple months old, this account.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have like 300 requests. I only have like 57 people or something, or 65 people that I accepted their request.
Why do you keep Club Eric so exclusive?
I don't like too many people. I don't know. I
That's
don't want them messaging me.
Yeah, it's
I don't want them. I don't know. I don't want them. It's none of their business, or as soon as they see the pictures I have,
mm-hmm.
then I get bombarded. I get all kinds of messages from all kinds of people, from India, from U.S., all of it. And then you know what they're gonna ask. They're gonna ask if you have any pictures or videos. They pretend they just want to talk about the fantasy, and then here it goes, and then no, I don't, and then they disappear or unfollow you or whatever.
Sure.
If they were following you.
Makes sense. So, how many times has it been a back and forth? Because I know if somebody's sending a big old Megalink with 4,700, they got to be getting something in return. How many times do you think
You would think. I mean, I didn't send this guy in England anything.
How many people have you sent stuff to?
No one.
No one.
I mean, the guy sent it because I sent him just pictures and Instagram posts of dancers that were wearing,
Scantily clad, or
hell, even the designs.
yeah.
I mean, the parents post some of these with songs that are saying, and they're like 11, and then they're getting shiny outfits that look like, there was all kinds of things like that. So I was sending him some of those forwarding them.
Okay.
And then he just sent them Megalinks.
Okay. So the reason why I keep asking about the babies is because, I'm not saying the age of consent should be like 10 or 9 or anything, but at least they're capable of understanding and saying no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if they can't comprehend, they can still say no. Babies, it's just, I'm sure as you agree,
Yeah.
the total yeah. So, I know you didn't look at 4,700 videos. I get that. But out of the ones that you saw, how many popped up with like babies on there? Best guess.
There's probably, I mean, I could say of the 4,700 videos I may have looked at probably quite a few because some are quick, but probably ran across 10 at least.
With infants?
Yeah, or toddler.
Okay. What was kind of happening to the babies in those videos?
They were getting their variety of things and everything you can imagine.
So,
Yeah.
okay. What about like did it look?
Well,
Well, I guess you can't not. Like,
there's
you know,
was no. I mean, there's every degree from all out and to complete consent, which they can't give consent, but I didn't see any being or anything like that.
What's the most severe that you think you've seen that if it wasn't? Which I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm just asking.
There's a couple that were like probably one, or not even one, you know, babies basically.
Like newborn type.
No, not newborn,
But like crawling still.
maybe walking.
Okay.
But that, you know, to me it's baby somewhere. In there.
Yeah,
One to two,
like
1 to 2 somewhere in there. Little.
Diaper wearing age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little.
That's fair. So I mean, I'm just gonna ask you.
Those weren't mine, but
Yeah, no, I understand.
But go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask you straight up. What were you hoping would happen today?
I wanted to meet a new friend. That being you.
I understand.
I mean, I said that in there,
But I mean, I'm talking about with Ariel. Like, what were you hoping?
well, I to talk to some people finally that have those thoughts that I do was kind of electrifying.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to have someone that understands me.
Well, even though we're in this situation, I'm still not judging you, and trust me, if there's anybody to talk to, like I'm telling you, because a lot of people my size, they would probably handle hearing a lot of this differently, but you know, in the end, I think me and you both just want it to stop, right? So it's not like, you know, there's a lot of ways it could stop, and I'm cool with the most harm-free way. I totally am, and that's why I'm willing to hear all this. And I do understand, because it's not like, you know, it's not like you just woke up and were like, wow, I just, you know, it's a gradual thing, and I don't think the internet does anybody any favors. But
I had this long before the internet.
Fair
I was
enough.
born in 71, so I started realizing it when I was 10 or something like that, so barely out of the 70s.
God, I just hope that my hairline can at least be that when I'm fucking that age.
My life's over tonight.
I said my hairline.
No, but my life's over tonight. I appreciate you saying that. I'm just trying to process this.
I get it.
I mean, my whole life is.
I get it, but you know, there's going down with dignity, and all I could say is, like, all I could say is that if there was a way to handle this with more grace and respect than you are, that would be news to me, okay? Because maybe there's a few people that handle like you, but there's also a few people who would just say, "F you," you just go down looking like a piece of shit, and you know you're if that's the route it's going, if you're going to go down as somebody who's willing to take that step up. You know what I mean? Go down as willing to someone, and I think you are. I really think you are.
Can I talk to my wife if you supervise the phone?
You can do that no matter what, but I'm just saying, like,
I just want.
I'm just saying, I don't want you
to tell her
if
what's
you
going to happen, and she
yeah.
might have to
Yeah, like if
post bail and stuff.
yeah, like if you don't mind, you know, obviously I can't control what you do with your phone. It's all voluntary, but well, I don't.
I just want to call.
Well,
if I could, I'm not done talking. I just
Okay.
want to let her know while I have the chance. 'Cause I don't know when this is
do you
gonna go
mind just
down.
using my phone to call her? If you don't mind, I think it makes me more comfortable that, you know, I trust you're not going to tamper, but I'm telling you, like, tampering is like,
I'm not planning on tampering.
okay, may I supervise then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want it on speaker.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't care about that. I'd rather just like see that you're not deleting anything, if you don't mind.
You left that. Why would you leave it like that on the couch? You wouldn't move it.
Well, I don't want my camera on the floor.
Well, that's a bad place for a camera.
Do you want to just call her
It
the
looks
bad?
like it could call. I'm just wondering why you said that, and you leave a camera on that precariously. I mean,
Okay.
it could fall.
Do you want to
but
call her in the
I
bath?
think you were recording.
Do you want to call her in the bathroom? Would that make you more comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I come with you to the bathroom?
No, I figured that you would.
Okay. Like, you can tell me to go yourself, but
I haven't been that kind of guy.
No, you haven't. But yeah,
I'm just getting prepared for it.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
So this has been.
Oh, I'm protecting my ass the whole time.
You guys.
Eric, you got to understand, Eric. Just because I'm protecting myself doesn't mean that it's not protecting you. Doesn't mean that anything changes. You know what I mean, Eric? I obviously at this point. Do you think I don't care about you as a person at this point? I care about you as much as I possibly can. You know what I mean? We're strangers, and the first thing we're talking about is child. Eric, I think you should count your lucky stars that
We would not have been talking about that as strangers if you didn't have a profile on there that looked like that and
Yep.
confirmed that it was that.
But yes,
I mean,
but
it's not like I would have a conversation
Yes.
with a stranger and steer it towards
okay,
anything like that.
but you can't entrap somebody sending you mega links. You can't entrap being curious about children. That's not something you can entrap. None of this here. You can't entrap going to some link that some other bozo sent you that I don't even know. Yeah, that's not true. You see how it's a coincidence that when we put that out that this happens. It's not a coincidence, but regardless, I think we should probably just go to the bathroom.
I might as well let her.
No camera. Just
Hey, who's around you right now? Who's around you right now? Where are you at? I need you to go somewhere. I don't want you to hear you. Are you on the porch? Please hurry. Can you run up to your room? Hey, I'm really sorry about this. Hey, Him.Out. You need someone. So they had an underage daughter. And it was a situation where after a while they revealed that they were.
All right, what's up, guys? So right now he's on the phone with his wife, and his let's just say there's water coming down his face, and many might call it tears. But YouTube is not fun, but Locals is fun, and that's where this call is. We're fast forwarding it through right now. If you want to see that call, then
Can I put my phone with the other one? I mean,
with the other one.
if I'm going to jail, what do they do with all my stuff?
So they would put it into airplane mode. That shows a step of accountability because they would do that anyway. Do you mind just getting the other phone and putting it there in airplane mode?
I just
too?
want them together.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, I can take it over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the real quick? What are the passcodes to the phones?
I gotta show you
Okay.
because it's reflexive and I can't remember the code.
Can I just film you entering phones if you don't mind? they would have to sign out. I don't know. It's not my shop at all. But I think they could probably send that one back. You don't have anything on the customer on the. You don't have anything on the whatchamacallit that phone?
Oh, my laptop. My laptop.
Do you have anything on the laptop?
What do you mean anything on it?
Any like anything on
Oh,
the phone?
no,
Okay,
no.
okay. Anything on the company phone?
Nothing.
I would assume they would probably return those then. If
And that has multiple passwords.
Which one?
Logins. The laptop. It's
Okay.
company property.
Got you. All right, so there are some other things I just want to go over, if you don't mind. So here, I wanted to point out this message here. I would love to undress her, and I would love to at her leisure. She will probably really like my. I mean, pretend I went to Catholic school.
No, because I answered your question. You said, "What do you want me to do with it?"
Yeah,
what am I
yeah.
going to say?
Well,
we're already in that dialogue.
Yeah,
I'm going to say nothing. But I like to see if I can get free dinners on the road.
Yeah, but obviously, like if it's obviously if this has been a fantasy for a long time, and you got brain from all of this, what I'm trying to figure out at this point, I'm not here to argue with you on whether you want anything to happen or not, because obviously you did. You don't get a hotel room to not get your. That's just
well, I've been staying in Indiana for 23 years.
Yeah, I get it. But
So I have a hotel out here every few weeks. Every month.
Right,
every
but
3 weeks.
you don't invite females over to.
Your premise was the hotel, and I
Okay.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I would.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm saying you don't invite females over to a hotel room and talk the talk with them to not
I
do
have.
anything. Okay, well
But
that's
they're adult females.
yes. Well, that's obviously not the case today because
Right, it's a different thing. It doesn't.
yes.
It's not the same as having a 26-year-old come over. Of course, that's different.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm well prepared for that.
Right.
Well, that's not.
Well, I'm just here to figure out because you gave me a good insight into how Instagram can get you carried away with shit. So I'm talking about today. What's the farthest thing you were hoping would happen? Like, say everything goes to plan. Say Ariel's comfortable with whatever you're comfortable with. Like, what's the farthest you wanted to take
I
you
was
today?
extremely nervous about even being here.
I understand,
Having you guys over.
but there's nervousness, excitement. Well, the nervousness comes from, of course, the situation. But Eric, we've been so open and transparent about.
I was wanting to see what you guys were doing and what you said you had done with it.
Okay. And if everything we said was accurate, like if that was the case, what were you hoping you would want to do at that point? I'm just curious, I'm not judging you, but obviously if we've come this far.
It's evidence. It's evidence. I mean,
of course, but
I wanted just some physical, like, intimacy, like just hugging and stuff. I mean, I talk about cuddles all the time.
okay.
And it's creepy, I get it, but I've got countless messages, like, where, not countless, where I'm talking about cuddles and stuff. So,
Well, I'm going to give you credit. I don't think you wanted to a 9-year-old and just go up. I don't think that's
I've never touched a 9-year-old.
right. I don't think that was your right. I don't
But
think
the thing is,
yes.
you got me on the first try
Okay. Well,
of meeting anyone, and no one's ever going to believe that.
Well, okay, I get that. I don't think your plan today was to just completely rape Ariel and to just physically hurt her. I don't think that was your plan at all. But I'm also not naive. When you have a fantasy I've been alive for 40 years, I have a fantasy for 40 years, but if you have a fantasy for a long period of time, whether that's me hoping to try this food place in Pittsburgh for I don't know how long or whatever, when you get to that point, you're going to do it. I could say I want to eat 10 plates of steak.
Well,
Then I get to the plate and I only eat like 3.
That's legal things, and then there's extremely illegal things that are wrong.
Yes,
so
but I
don't think that pizza
right.
or a dinner or a trip would be the answer to that.
Well, for
question.
sure. But, there's something there. I mean, you have hooked up with couples before, right? Okay.
I have, and that's not illegal.
Right. So you mentioned that one of the girls was 16.
She told me she was 18.
Right. And then...
And if it wasn't 10 years ago, I'd be able to show you that.
Right. But how old was she actually?
I was told by him later
Mm-hmm.
that she was 16.
Right. And you said that is the legal age in Ohio, 16. But you said you were very bummed that you actually did not break the law. Like, you communicated to us, and that wasn't us making you say that. You communicated to us that you were bummed that it wasn't illegal.
Having a conversation
Mm-hmm.
like that with someone like that guy,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't you, but it's whatever persona you're portraying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, say whatever you can.
Right.
So I can't go up to bat for every little sentence
Yeah.
and have to try and prove its genuineness or not genuineness.
No,
I mean,
100%.
jeez.
I'm going to ask you about the 16-year-old. I'm just bring that up. I'm just bring that up as an example that it's not just the legal boundaries aren't your line. At least they're not as of the past 52 years. After today, I'm sure they will be.
I thought she was 18.
No. I get it. 16 is legal in Ohio anyway. I'm not talking about the Ohio couple. I'm just saying if you're already coming here with and you've watched some videos, had
I
this
didn't
fantasy.
come here with CP.
Okay.
I mean,
Eric, if you've come here with possessing child,
well, it's not on my device. I've already told you
okay,
the
Eric,
best thing I can tell you.
Eric, it's on the app. Okay, I'm not going to argue. Basically, if you've come here knowing that you've watched some of this stuff before and kind of having this fantasy, okay, whether it's on an app or on your phone, it doesn't really, that's not what I'm arguing with you. The point is, like, it's accessible. It's accessible right now. I don't think that your limit today would have just been cuddling with Ariel.
I've never met anyone before that was underage.
I agree. I believe that. That I do
And
actually.
I don't. You're trying to get me to say that I was planning on doing something. That's not necessarily the case.
Well, I'm not trying to get you to say you're planning on doing something because we already know that part. That's
I'm
the
not
part.
sure
Well,
what
that's the
we're
part.
saying
That's
here
the
right
part I'm not going to argue with you about. The part about planning on doing something.
I'm
That's
not even sure what we're navigating.
well,
through
what
right
I'm trying to navigate is how far it could have gone. Because I'm not. Because
I already answered.
well, that's just bullshit. Cuddling obviously isn't the end all be all to it. That's. I mean, that's just a disservice to me. It's a disservice to you.
It could be. I like couples. You're a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was interested in your wife.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
So interested in which way in the wife?
having sex with her.
Okay. So that's something. Is that something you wanted to do? Have sex with the wife?
I was planning and hoping to because you said I could.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's an answer to something. I'm just being honest there.
Okay.
And that's what you were asking. You were asking, how could it be anything other than this? And I'm telling you, it could easily be something other than that.
Okay. So here you say, I haven't had any kind of sex in 1.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
She has.
We're in a marriage, right?
I'm sorry about that. But on the phone, you told me some things like, get her comfortable. You told me some stuff you want to do with
I
Ariel
thought
on the
you
phone.
wanted to learn more about the internet. Now, if it's just an interrogation, let's get it so I can get it. Because I'm going to have to go through it again at the police department.
Okay, well, this is...
And I don't want it. All this is going to go online
Okay.
anyway. So.
Well, this is for my peace of mind right now. You talk about the ballerinas that do you have like a kid that age with the ballerina thing?
I told you I was in a show, and I told you I'd never done anything with
Right.
them and creeped on them or anything.
Right.
It's in there.
Yeah, no, I know. But
What
you
about
said,
it?
You said if only they knew the dirty fantasies I have about them, pulling their tights off and licking and kissing and eating them.
Fantasies, and you
Okay.
obviously know I have fantasies already. I don't know
Right.
what you're trying to do to me right
Okay,
now.
so
I mean, you said you're not here just to punish me, but that's what we're.
well, no, this
That's what
is
we're doing.
accountability right now.
No, I'm telling you.
Well-
you don't get to bake into the cake more than what is there. Okay.
Okay. Well, you don't.
don't like the answers I'm giving you.
Well, I just
you're-
like the truth, Eric. That's all.
And when I tell you the truth and you keep asking me, like I tell you something about the ballerinas,
Mhm.
and then you go back to these, and I've already told you that. How else am I
Right.
going to talk on a conversation
So,
like this
so
when
what?
you're
So
contributing
Eric,
and
so what?
encouraging?
What I'm saying is, if you have fantasies, and I'm not asserting you've done anything with ballerinas. What I'm saying is that if these are ages you lust after, and there's a 9-year-old here, telling me that it was only going to be cuddles is just an utter load of just not
I'm
true.
attracted. I have some kind of attraction to it. I don't have a lust for them.
So that is probably the separator to me between forced stuff and consensual stuff. So you mentioned kind of, you mentioned her, as you like to call it. What I'm trying to figure out is, I'm trying to figure out the extent of that, because there's a lot of ways that could happen. You know, like I said, standing in the middle of the desert, there's a million ways you could get there. I'm trying to figure out if what you envisioned in your mind was her just doing it.
But I hope you have this. We've already been through this. I told you that. I told you the answer to that.
Okay.
I'm looking for friends. I have no friends. I'm lonely. Okay? I was looking forward to making friends with you. I told you that. And I was looking forward to having some fun with your wife.
Okay. You mentioned the wife minimally, and you mentioned the daughter in almost every conversation.
How do I have the conversation? Like, how would I answer you in this kind of dialogue when you're on that kind of dialogue
Eric,
already?
the first message you sent the profile was, "I'm interested in your family play lifestyle."
Well, it is interesting. I wanted to know what it was.
But you knew what it was.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Sure you
I
did.
not.
You've talked to the guy in
said it's the
Pennsylvania.
I didn't
talked
know
to
what
the Germany guy. I'm interested in your family lifestyle. Eric, what does we mean to you? Because you know that's on the profile, right?
I do not have anything like that on my profile.
But you know that's in our profile, right?
That's on your profile. I don't know what that means.
Where do you think we got the whole family thing from? Where do you think you got the whole
You're
family?
really throwing me right
Where do
now.
you think you got the whole family thing from? Did that just pop into your mind and you just magically think the profile was about family stuff without any indication it was?
Well, you're already a father. You're already an adult, and then you were married.
What was the name of our profile called? Okay. So what would that have to do with the wife? You're a smart guy. Do you think that Daddy
How would
would
it have? The wife's going to be there.
But do you think that?
I would think the wife would be involved in potentially with me too.
Oh, but your intention wasn't to hopefully try to get my wife.
I was hoping to.
Yeah, but that was not the first intention, Eric.
You're doing what you said you would, I guess.
Okay.
Just
Well, Eric, I'm asking. I just want you to be honest with me about this, okay? So, like I said, I didn't read through all these. I'm not here to put you, embarrass you, put you on blast, any of that shit. I just want to know, because, look, I'm going to give you credit. I don't think you would have hurt this girl or anything like that, but also, I'm a guy, too, okay? And I've gone a year without sex before, okay? I know what it's like, all right? But
I was hoping nothing would happen with her and it would be with your wife, but it kind of turned me on to have her in there, and I wanted to see what you were going to do with her.
In what way would it turn you on to have her in there? Just curious, no judging.
I already said I have some attraction to minors, and I've never imagined that people are, in this last time period, talking to people that are actually doing that.
So would
saying
her...
it's normal,
Okay.
and saying it's life-changing experience.
Do you think if I were to theoretically, if you were to see me doing stuff to the daughter, do you think you could have joined in and been curious about it?
I think I would have really been upset if you had done it, and I could see that it was really not good for, she was crying and you were
Okay.
her beyond what you told me.
Yeah,
which was,
yeah,
it wasn't.
yeah. Right. But if it looked like, but if you think she wouldn't have had to be, if you were very confident that she wouldn't have been crying, do you think? What do you think are some of the things that could have happened? That's what I'm asking. I'm already under the assumption and the knowledge that you would not. That is something I could put my right hand up and say, I'm confident you wouldn't. That's something I'll give you 100% credit
I
for.
can't imagine doing that to a girl her age.
Doing what?
Actually having with her.
Okay, so what do you think could have happened then if it wasn't?
I was very nervous to see you guys doing it. Very
Okay.
nervous about it.
What did you want to do then? If it wasn't...
No, I just can't imagine doing that
Okay.
to a young girl. I mean, I fantasize about it, but in reality,
What about just...
What it sounds.
What about just...
I'm an empathetic guy.
What about just no, or just non, like, you know, a blob or stuff like that? Just be honest.
No.
All right. Well, you're not being honest with me. That's fine. That's just. I mean, you were so open about some things. You were open about that. You've had this fantasy for a while.
You're getting upset.
Oh, of course.
Starting to yell because I told you what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to do it at first. You're okay with it.
Yeah.
If you want to support the Predator Poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $8 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
I'm not interested in any type of. I'm not interested in anything else but the truth, Eric. I'm not. So
We've talked a lot. We've shared quite a bit, so.
I mean, if you're coming here talking about what you've done to your daughter already, that was in the messages, and you're going to tell me that you wanted to just have the daughter there while you were doing stuff to the wife. I mean,
I've never done anything with my daughter. And I mean, you can interview her.
oh, we will.
You can.
We will.
Yeah, you can.
We will.
No, I'm saying I was already talking in a.
Yeah.
I was going.
No, we will.
I don't need you to say that. I'm saying that was part of my sentence.
Yeah.
It wasn't just giving you permission to.
Yeah.
It was saying that if you interview her, you can obviously and find out nothing's happened.
No. Okay. We will.
Yeah,
We'll make sure that's all covered.
that's good.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Good.
Because I have never done anything with her,
Okay.
and you're mad about that because you think.
Oh, I'm not mad about it.
You seem mad.
I'm not accusing you of doing anything with your daughter. That's just words you put on the paper.
What are we
yourself.
talking about? And I answered you
Okay.
why I would. I answered you why I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
We've dug into that, and to continue to ring me out on that isn't.
I'm not asking you about the daughter. I'm just saying.
We were just talking about the daughter.
Sure, but I'm just saying, the messages don't say daughter this, daughter that. Talking to a dad-daughter account, but you're not coming here to do anything to the 9-year-old. That just doesn't compute. That doesn't look good to anybody.
I've never done anything like this before.
Okay, right.
How am I going to cancel now? Your wife's making dinner.
Oh, so dinner makes
no.
makes you want
The
to
whole
come
thing.
here and have the whole
No,
family.
there's a lot. There's a lot. You know, you're
Okay.
incredibly polite, well-spoken,
Okay.
nice person.
Okay.
You understand me. It seemed like
Yeah.
you're friendly people.
Yeah. For
Seem
sure.
like good people. And just really nice people.
Absolutely. And I think that's Eric, I don't think you just came here for only pleasure. That's something I don't think, all right? I think that it was a combination of wanting to, I think if today went well, we'd 100% be in touch again. 100%. I think that, if this was all sunshine and rainbows, I 100% believe that, you had every
I
intention
have some appointments to cancel for tomorrow. I need to do that, but I am out in Indiana for sales travel. It's on my company itinerary.
Did you put that down that you were there for sales travel?
Yeah, it's at Akron.
Okay. How would you go about canceling that?
It's a phone vibrator.
What the fuck? It's the loudest vibration I've ever heard in my life.
All right, guys, I appreciate it.
How do you cancel your appointment?
Email.
Do you want to log into your email on my phone? Oh, your computer?
I can do it tomorrow.
Okay. Do you want to do it on your computer right now, or?
No. I can't think straight right now.
Okay.
Would you mind if I got a water?
Yeah. Do you want me to get you one?
No, you don't. I mean, I just didn't. There's not a lot of space here. I don't want to step on your toes.
Do you, may I have one?
Yeah. Of course. You guys can too, if you want a Gatorade or something. I'm not drinking all that.
Yeah.
I wish we could still smoke in hotel rooms.
You smoke?
I started during COVID.
I thought you said you never drank, never smoke.
I didn't say I never smoked.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't say I never drank. I said I don't.
Yeah, don't drink and don't do drugs. You're right. You're right.
I used to run marathons, and then
Really?
I quit smoking and quit drinking for 14 years, and then ran marathons. But during COVID, I started smoking again.
Yeah. See, I don't drink and I don't smoke, and I also don't run marathons.
Well,
I completely abstain. I'm just an
I
abstinent
need to
dude.
quit smoking again. I mean, COVID. That's when I started again. Just
Why? Just being at home. You don't smell like you smoke.
because I don't smoke indoors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smoke in the car generally.
Yeah.
I make sure it's downwind.
Yeah.
I clean my clothes.
Yeah.
I usually wear one set of clothes for smoking, with like that sweatshirt, and I don't. That's the only. Then I know not to wear that around anyone,
Right.
because it smells like smoke,
Yeah.
and so I change.
There you go.
That's why I'm changing this shirt.
I wish there were some people that I know that could do a better job of, not smelling like they smoke cigarette
Because it
constantly.
stinks. It stinks.
Yeah. No, there's get some etiquette lessons to some people I know.
Do you know where I'm? Do you know if they're not? Are they going to keep me in Marion tonight?
That's the county seat, so yeah. Yeah. So did this fantasy, since you were like in 12, did it ever like go away for? Because I've heard people tell me that, it goes away, it doesn't. I've also heard people tell me that you need a Megalink's account to open a Megalink, which is
It's
the biggest
never
load
gone
of shit.
away.
Okay.
Ever.
How have you kind of what's the word? Quenched? No. How have you kind of what were we looking for here? You know what I mean? Like kind of what was your outlet for that fantasy for all these years?
I had no outlet.
When's the first time that child has come across your phone or computer or
Not long ago.
really?
Probably that first time that guy dumped the big links on me. Not the England guy, but
Yeah.
whoever it was that
Sure.
sent that to me on. Actually, I think he sent it on Telegram.
Huh. Okay.
Now that I think about it,
What about like LimeWire and Yahoo?
I've
and
never been on LimeWire.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Anything like that on Facebook ever pop up?
Lately, not like that, but
Mm-hmm.
like underage, like they get dances and stuff are coming up.
Yeah,
that
like it's TikTok.
are
pretty much.
not. If that's what you're talking about, that is a lot of that on Facebook.
Okay.
That didn't used to be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, what there's on there, I'm sure.
Well, I've heard of people getting.
I've got a
like-
pretty vanilla Facebook page, okay?
Yeah.
It's
no,
got
you do.
cats on, it's got my kid, it's got family, travel. I mean, there's nothing dirty on there.
Mhm.
And I get that in my feed. I get that stuff in my feed.
Have you actually? So when you sent a picture of you in Italy, were you actually in Italy when you sent that? Like, was that actually a picture in Italy?
Yeah.
Damn. How much does it cost? Like, how long were you there for? How much did it cost? Like,
Kathy and I decided to buy a cruise for both of our mothers, different cruises. Because they're in their 70s and they probably don't have a lot of years left. So
Yeah.
we got them each a cruise. So we flew to Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably 10,000.
How long was the trip?
The Barcelona European thing was a week and a half.
It's not.
2 days in Barcelona, 7 days throughout the Mediterranean, and one more night in Barcelona, and then you lose another day because of you lose a day coming back.
What was your favorite place to go?
Barcelona.
Really? Why is that?
It's just such a clean city. It's just not like Rome or not like any of them.
Is Rome
It's
like
clean.
dirty?
Dirty.
Really?
It's dirty. It's filthy.
Really?
Trash all over downtown, right by the Vatican and everything.
Oh shit.
Not in the Vatican, but graffiti. All over graffiti and trash. Barcelona is very, very clean. Nice town. But I was in Sicily when that picture was taken.
Where's the best
Part of
food you've had in Europe? Of course, my was asking that. So.
I mean, the pizza is just absolutely gourmet.
Really? Just
It
like
doesn't matter if you're in Spain or Italy or France. If you're on the Mediterranean coast, you're gonna get better pizza than you can get anywhere here.
Talking better than like New York, Chicago, all that.
It's not even a pizza anymore. I mean, it's just so good. It's like a gourmet dish.
God, what do you think it is?
It's their talent and their ingredients.
Think fresher shit than we have here.
Yeah, and 500-year-old recipes
God damn.
that are older in our country, probably.
Yeah, no shit. That's true.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What about like the bread?
Incredible. They have pride in their food, so even the little mom and pop places, even the little dives, the fancy places, it doesn't matter. It's all fantastic.
So you think anything over there would be better than anything that I could get here, like mom and pop?
I mean,
anything,
it's more widespread. If you go just about anywhere there, it's absolutely, every meal we had was fantastic. Here, you would have to look for it in a big city.
Okay.
And pay. Oh, and that's the other thing. It's cheap. Food's cheap there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No one thinks that, but it's cheap.
Damn.
I forget the reasoning for that, but it's not bad. It's incredible.
Damn.
The wine's cheaper, and wine's half the price.
Okay.
Everyone thinks it's more expensive. So you'd have to go to a big city and go to the absolute, expensive places to get anything like that.
What about like meat there, like steak, chicken, all that shit? Like
I don't think I had any. I think I ate all Italian food.
just bread and cheese, pretty much.
And pasta and sauces and seafood.
Yeah, what about seafood?
Fish and different kinds of things. I don't think I had beef over there.
Okay. How's like the pasta and the sauce like?
Heavenly.
God, jeez, dude. That's God, sounds nice, man. Sounds nice. It's definitely something that I'd want.
So if I lit up a cigarette in here, I'd get in trouble with the hotel. Never mind.
I don't think they would get at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't do that if you don't. God, man, make me jealous about that shit.
Well, I've been working 30 some years
Yeah.
to get to where I'm at.
You make, I assume you make 6 figures and all that shit? Do you make like closer to $1 million or closer to
No,
100K?
I make about $250,000.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Not for long.
But it's definitely a pat on the back for sure. So how'd you hear about this Telegraph app? Like, what's kind of the deal with that?
There's Telegram, you mean, right?
No, Telegraph.
Well, no, there's Teleguard and
Teleguard, yeah.
Somebody sent something saying, no, I only talk on Teleguard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, what's that? And
You ever get like sessions at all?
I never.
No sessions.
I don't even. I've had people ask, but I'm not wanting to. I'm too tired to. I don't need any more apps. I mean, geez. There's all kinds, I guess.
What about dark web?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not as far as I know.
Got it.
I don't have like a Tor or something.
Yeah,
I've never had that.
yeah.
No VPN, no Tor, none of that. I've had people talk about that. I mean, I've heard of it. But,
yeah. So what about I do want to kind of ask this one more time. Maybe it wasn't the most clear. You know, a lot of people, if they're asking about sessions, if they're asking about Teleguard, whatever the fuck that is, that's something that was completely new to me from this conversation. I'm just kind of not piecing together that all these people have sent you shit, but nothing was sent back to them. I don't think.
Well, I mean, you're making an assumption that it was illegal material.
Well, yeah, I know they've sent you illegal material.
No, you're assuming it was illegal. It wasn't illegal.
Have you ever like took a link that someone sent you and just forwarded it to them like that?
My point is, if you're just sharing regular,
Yeah.
you still want to go somewhere besides Messenger. It goes against our community standards.
Right.
You get nixed, and so I just wanted to insert that there because you jump to thinking that I'm on those because of something illegal, and those weren't illegal. You know, those experiences, those people think, hey, talk to me on. This is my Telegram. It doesn't mean that I was on there for something illegal.
No, I understand, but was anything like on Telegram or Teleguard or any of these apps, like, were there groups of that stuff being exchanged, like, or was this just individuals that sent it to you?
Just the individuals I talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any group invites you got?
No.
No.
Not for that kind of thing. Some that were like kids just in outfits, like dance outfits.
Like groups of that shit?
Sundresses and stuff or something. I was on one for a week or something.
Okay.
Not, it really was nothing.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I want to bring up these two right here. Maybe I lost them. Nope. Global outage. So there was an Instagram outage on March 5th, right? Or a few days ago?
Yeah, something.
Okay. How did, so these look to be on Teleguard. How did you get in touch with us on Teleguard? Did we, like, give you a Teleguard account or something like that? Or, like, what
I have a Teleguard. I probably gave it to you.
Yeah, but, like, what made you message us on Teleguard out of the blue? I guess, was it the outage or something, or?
Could have been.
Okay. Now, the instant crashed would be...
Can we step out for a cigarette?
How's it going? Eric,
Yeah.
come on, man. Officers, Eric, there's trial on that mega app on one of those phones, right?
There's an app that contains a couple files. It's not stored on that phone. It was a couple links that someone sent that if you click on it, it goes right to the website, I guess website or something.
Talk to them, I'll talk to
Yep.
them. Eric, you still my good buddy? Hello. That was crazy. This is mine right here. So basically, I'm sure when you hear about some of this, it's mostly just that they were coming to meet who they think is a kid for cut and dry. This was a little different. This guy was here to meet a kid for, but he was talking to us posing as a dad, basically putting our kid out. And obviously we didn't actually have a kid out. She's 28, but she was playing as a 9-year-old girl, and we have him on recording basically in the hotel room for like a good 5-10 minutes. And he said, like, on a secret recording that he did stuff to his own daughter to basically make her more comfortable. And then, of course, when he found out that we were filming, he's like, oh, I just made that up and you made me say that. But, I whispered in his ear that I'm like, oh, I've already done stuff with her. You can just tell her. Like, I didn't tell him to say that. He also said that in the messages too. So we didn't say he did stuff to his own daughter. We did not.
Okay, well, let's start with the messages that
Yes.
we got first.
Oh, and then so we basically dropped the hammer on him in person, and he confessed to having child on that phone, accessing over 4,000 files on there.
These are all, that's...
They're out of order, but yeah, you'll get a good idea. Oh yeah, we also have him on camera, basically about to show us that was on his phone, like, because he's planning to show the 9-year-old girl to get her comfortable, and I stopped him before he could do that and said, okay, cut it out.
Let's see. Next to it, it's the big open, big front pocket.
Can you hand me the cigarettes out of the bag?
Oh, this bag?
No, where his laptop is set up.
That big bag, it's in the big pocket.
This big guy?
What is this on here?
Oh.
Right?
It's this laptop right here, and
It's a business bag, with a big pocket. Is there a lighter too in there?
I got one. We got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Where's
right.
the glass scope?
Are these in here?
Alright, so what's the actual hotel room for this? What's the number?
Yeah, and then he basically, over the course of our conversation, the first thing he's like, "What? I was just saying that because you got me to say it." I'm like, "Bro, that's not true at all." He ended up confessing that he's accessed over 4,000 files of child at once. He said he didn't watch every single video, which is probably the case, because 4,000, but he said he got sent a link with 4,000 child videos. He described in detail videos of infants he's watched, as young as infants. He claims he never distributed, and he's told us that he's had this fantasy of young girls since he was like 11 years old. He couldn't say positively or negatively if anything happened to him when he was a kid, and asked for what he wanted to do, what he admitted to wanting to do it, to me. He said that he wanted to have sex with the wife with her watching, and that he wanted to cuddle with the daughter, which is obviously he would want to do more with her, but he wouldn't confess to that. But he confessed to possessing the child, and I think that's a pretty big one. And we had him voluntarily, and it's all voluntary. I told him it was voluntary multiple times. He asked me multiple times, "Am I being detained?" And I'm like, "No, you're not. It's voluntary." But he thought the cops were waiting outside the whole time, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm just here to talk to you." I wouldn't really give him an answer on that. And he set his phones into airplane mode. He gave me the passcodes to them, and they're all ready for y'all.
Okay.
Is this your room and his room?
His room. Yes.
This is his room?
Yes, that's my luggage, because I just brought it in there to make it look real, but everything else is, well, this phone's mine.
When it comes to the phone, we'll try to get this right. So,
He never asked anybody to leave or anything like that?
No, never, no. And I told him verbatim, like, you can tell me myself if you want to, and he's like, well, I'm not like them. I'm like, all right. So, it's all on camera.
so how was this correspondence completed over? Like, did it start off from Craigslist and then go to like WhatsApp, or?
Oh, speaking of Craigslist, he said he talked to a family on Craigslist like 10 years ago who was trying to do the same thing, but he said he did not go try to meet them.
Okay, but did this start off with like Craigslist?
No. So it started off on Instagram.
Okay.
And then this app called Teleguard, which I've never heard of until this conversation.
Hold on 1 second here. So, what was the first app that?
Instagram.
Okay, so it was Instagram.
Yep. And then the second one was Teleguard. So like telephone and guard.
What all is your stuff that is in here other than the luggage?
Phone, shoes, and luggage.
So that would be his suitcase, his phone's in the bathroom.
You guys didn't bring the candy?
No, that was him. And yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move to the hall. We'll just go ahead and secure this. I'll start working on search warrant.
Okay. So, normally you guys do this stuff like in public and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in the meantime though, because this is technically his room,
Sure.
we're gonna have you guys exit.
Yeah, no
We're
problem.
gonna get a search warrant for the room, so that way you get everything properly processed.
Fine.
Huh?
Did we get his ID?
No, Max talked to him the entire time. I haven't gotten any other information from him. So if you guys want to grab your suitcase.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Monopoly too.
My legs started shaking.
I should have brought this shit up.
Facebook, and you guys have like hashtags or like keywords that you guys use that people
No,
search for?
it's a private, I guess, like, I don't know, I guess the algorithm's kind of weird, but this is the account.
That blows my mind. That's just, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a little queasy, you know, that stuff kind of makes it this.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a father of 4. He said he makes $250,000 a year, and he just threw it all away. Could be, it really shows you that shit could be anybody's.
So how many of those do you get a year?
Oh, these guys? Probably like 150, 200. Yeah, like they're
More than 1 week.
oh, easily. Like we've done like 3-week trips.
Yeah.
Marion PD, I assume.
He's gonna pull back.
Yeah.
There's a park right across the street.
Got it. All right, that'll work.
So just go there. If you guys wanna wait, I would look for the
And if you want to cop the shirt I'm wearing in the video, the Bill Clinton Doe 36 as it in relation to the Epstein's Island list. Yeah, Red Pill Threads pinned comment. Use the promo code POACHERS to get 10% off your order. Yes, it's a paid promotion, but it's a win-win because I obviously like the shirts. I'm wearing them, and you know, the shirts are a good price, good fabric, and all that stuff. So yeah, Red Pill Threads in the pinned comment.
If you want to support the Predator Poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $8 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.